Hi, my name is Alexi Lopez, and today I'll be telling you the ways you can improve your active listening skills. So, Robin Sharma once said, listening is a master skill for personal and professional greatness. The concept of listening is often overlooked because people do not truly understand what it means to listen. Honing and utilizing these skills will help you gain valuable insights on any journey. So, active listening helps you understand what a person is communicating, and which allows you to respond and engage with them effectively. There are various situations where we need to clear our minds and really listen to others, whether it's with our careers, at school, uh, at our daily jobs, at home, or out with our friends. It all connects. I have been practicing on my own active listening skills for a little bit now because I realized how it was affecting my own relationships with my friends and family. Like an example would be when I was talking to my friend and she was explaining her worries about her relationship with one of her family members. In my head, I was already making assumptions and my head was just full of questions. And instead of truly listening to her, I was in my head. It is something I'm still working on today. It is a process and it does require an open mind and a lot of patience because it is listening skills are hard to hone and sharpen. So when utilizing and these times to practice your listening skills will not only benefit yourself but also people around you. To improve your active listening skills, let's focus on the three key aspects. First one being cognitive, which is understanding the speaker's message, and then we have emotional, which is showing empathy and also making connections. And then we have the behavioral aspect, which is noticing these verbal and nonverbal cues. So, with an understanding on how to improve your active listening skills, the first step is to focus on the cognitive aspect, which involves fully understanding and processing the speaker's message. So, the cognitive aspect of active listening involves fully attending and understanding the speaker's message and also remembering what was said. It all begins with attending. So Verbeter says, we as humans often stop attending to the conversation before the speaker has finished because we think we know what they're going to say next, which is false. We are not telepathic humans. This often affects our understanding and it causes problems with communication. And that's why it's very critical to stay present. So understanding and remembering the conversation is also very crucial. Asking for clarification and also asking the speaker to paraphrase what they're saying not only benefits yourself but also lets the speaker know that you're listening, you are engaged, and you are interested in what they're saying and you are listening. So once you've mastered the understanding of the speaker's message, the next important step is to focus on the emotional aspect. This emotional aspect is crucial when communicating with another because it will create an atmosphere that lets each other become more comfortable, and it also assures freedom and security, and we are able to express ourselves without any doubt or fear. So when building an emotional connection with someone, this can be shown by avoiding interruptions, by also offering encouraging affirmations. This approach can vary depending on the setting, depending if you're at the workplace, if you're at home, blah, 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 from professional to not so professional. So, for instance, let's say I had a coworker and she was working on a project and she was having a hard time. I would offer an I would offer an affirmation like, "Oh, I understand where you're coming from. This is very difficult. I understand. Let's find a solution together. Like, let's work it out." So, in the art of active listening, Brian says good listeners can sense when a comment or encouragement is needed, but there's also often a gap to where we can help someone reflect and move their thoughts forward. So this further pushes my point that listening can really greatly help someone despite of your doubts or what you may think. So after connecting with the speaker, It is essential to move on to the behavioral aspect, which is understanding these verbal and nonverbal communications or cues. Now, these verbal and nonverbal cues can vary. These cues can vary between what setting you're in, whether you're at work or you're at home, whatnot, or even when you're at the store. These cues play a vital role when you're reinforcing messages while giving additional context to improve and interpret and respond accordingly. So Magdalene in the Scandinavian Journal of Occupational Therapy, she says, but other than verbal communication, the role of listening, that is nonverbal communication, has increasingly become more recognized over recent years. Both the listener and speaker convey body language, facial expressions, and eye contact, which could all completely change the course of the conversation. So this simple nonverbal communication encourages the speaker to share more openly without doubt or fear. It, so things that you can work on to ease the speaker more into the conversation is by making sure you're nodding while you're listening to them, so it lets them know that you're listening, or open gestures, subtle eye contact, very open gestures. I feel like that's a big one because you don't want to be talking to someone who's not even looking at you or not even faced towards you. It feels very awkward. So also to add on, facial expressions and posture also take a vital role, and it strengthens the attentiveness. By effectively using these verbal and nonverbal cues, you can strengthen your overall listening skills to leading to deeper connections and improved communication in all matters of life. So the three aspects of active listening, cognitive, emotional, and behavioral, all aid in creating a deeper connection with you and the speaker. And it also enhances your communication skills. So Robin Sharma once said, to listen to someone is to honor someone. Active is listening not only strengthens your relationships, but it also broadens your perspective and enhances a more open mindset. Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you.